We are all engaged in helping to make a better world.
When you think about a community, you think about those institutions that stay over a long period of time.
This university has a very strong focus on helping our community.
We provide over 110,000 hours of free legal services each year in a variety of areas, and so we think of ourselves as part of the fabric of Maryland.
You can actually use those skills that you've learned and turn it into action and help that person. It's just an amazing feeling.
When you think about the culture and the fabric of the University of Maryland Law School, it has always built great leaders.
So many of the people who really make things happen in this town graduated from the University of Maryland.
The law is constantly changing. It's in the DNA of the law to evolve.
We are a profession imbued with public obligations, with civic responsibilities.
The real commitment to public interest, the real commitment to producing lawyers as citizens and lawyers as leaders.
To be a part of a facility like this is much more than the classroom.
I think it's probably had the greatest decade of its entire history.
I think the School of Law that emerged 10 years ago gave an oomph to really what has been a transformation of this campus.
The building of the new school was a remarkable feat.
It will make a difference. It'll make a difference in the level of individual students who we can attract, faculty that we can attract, faculty that we can retain.
It is gratifying, too, to watch as the school makes all of these strides.
Well, we've been very blessed in having three terrific deans: Don Gifford, Karen Rothenberg, and now Phoebe Haddon.
Phoebe's been terrific. She's really surprised me, and I think a lot of people, with her focus on philanthropy. And I think the Carey gift is a stunning example of that.
Bill Carey gave us a wonderful gift. His generosity was designed to cultivate the generosity of others.
Raising money for the school has been critical.
Those of us who care about the community, who care about future leadership, we need to be committed to those institutions that also feel that way.
This law school is well known both in terms of its scholarship, in terms of its clinical outreach, in terms of its public leadership, and in terms of the way that we generate and produce good citizens in our students.
The faculty is an extraordinary scholarly community.
Literally, there are scholarly events that happen almost daily.
We have some of the country's leading scholars in constitutional law, environmental law. Our health law program is one of the leading programs in the country.
They come from very different backgrounds. They are extraordinarily bright and engaging in terms of their teaching.
They're first-rate lawyers and they're first-rate educators, and they have a passion for justice and a passion to teach.
The law students sparkle. There's something about them, and it's their intellectual abilities, their commitment to the public good that always gets me excited.
Our students are uniformly incredibly smart, incredibly hardworking. They bring an eagerness and enthusiasm.
They have these fresh ideas. They have a fresh perspective, and they look at things differently.
When we look for young lawyers, we look for people who are willing to lay it all on the line, who have the guts to do it, who have the desire to solve the problems.
This is a wonderful law school. I have been thrilled to be a part of thinking about what the Carey Law School tradition will be as we move forward into the next 10 years. We have such a tradition of legal theory and practice and how those two work together that makes this a very special place for learning for students. And I think with the assistance of faculty and other folks who are really committed to these kinds of things, we will be in the forefront in legal education.